Last week, one of my friend Vijay called me up and asked me, "Could you help me with Scrum Master interview? I have it in the next 2 days." This is a common question I usually get, and people used to come to me when they have an interview next week, on a coming weekend, or in next few days. So let's look at today how to tackle a Scrum Master interview. I will give you few pointers, and from there you will have certain level of confidence to which you can tackle these interviews easily. In a Scrum Master interview, you can expect three kind of questions. Number one, an introduction. Number two, question based on your experience, challenges, or mistakes you have made as a Scrum Master. And number three, scenario based question. Let's look at the first category, introduction. As soon as you get into an interview of Scrum Master, they will ask you, can you briefly describe yourself or introduce yourself? And here you need to describe your experience as a journey. So if I need to give an introduction, it would be something like this. Hello everyone. My name is Abhishek Vyas. I work as a Scrum Master for XYZ company. When I joined the team was relatively new. So I have to coach them on various aspects of Scrum. I also ensured that the team has the right infrastructure in place. So I set up Jira and Confluence for the team. I also ensured that they have the Scrum events in place. So I have set up sprint planning, review, retrospective upfront so that the team is aware what events they have to attend necessarily in order to bring effectiveness to the entire process. Not only to the team, I also help the product owner on various aspects of backlog refinements, conflict resolution, and negotiation. Whenever he needed help in setting up collaboration with other stakeholders, meetings, I helped him as a Scrum Master. As the team need to interact with multiple Scrum teams in the next few months, I make sure that the team has the right channels so that they can collaborate, raise their impediments, dependencies, risks with other teams as well. And in the end, I ensured that I don't have too much dependencies, which means if I'm not available, if I'm on holiday, the team is able to work seamlessly without me. So, this in short would be my introduction. Now, if you look at my introduction, I have tried to include as much Scrum terms as possible, and at the same time, I also ensured that I will give my roles and responsibilities to Scrum team, to the organization, and to the product owner in brief so that the interviewer understand that I don't work in a closed setup, but I'm way beyond a given Scrum team. The second kind of questions that you can expect are based on your own experience or challenges. When I talk to people or look at internet forums or ask them what are the various challenges you faced as a Scrum Master, the most common one I get is changing mindset of people. Let keep that cliche aside and let me give you three pointers how you can tackle these kind of questions. First category I will put is external factors. Second, people based challenges. And third, mistakes you made as a Scrum Master. The first category, external factors. For example, in one of my projects, we had to integrate database to our application. Because of budget constraints, we couldn't acquire databases, and that's the reason we couldn't complete the available story that our team has committed. In this situation, as a Scrum Master, I ensured that this entire situation is being communicated to the relevant stakeholder, and the product owner also agree that this story is on hold, so we can make a switch from this story to another one and move forward. You could have other external factors as well, which you can describe as challenges, and the important aspect is how you tackled it. The second aspect could be of people. Let me give you some examples here as well. In one of my project, there was a scrum master who was leaving, but as he has set up some wrong practices, I have to course correct. This could be one example of people based. Other could be how you tackled the scenario in which your experienced team member left the team. How you ensured that the team velocity is not drastically affected. And number three, the mistakes you might have made as a scrum master. So for example, in one of my project, I worked really well as a scrum master, but I have to take 2 weeks unplanned leave because I had COVID. And during that time, I observed that the team couldn't work properly as they were dependent on a lot of things on me. Later on, I ensured that they are self organizing and self sufficient so that they don't wait for me as a scrum master to come in and move forward. So, this could be second set of questions that you can tackle. And the third are scenario based questions. These are the questions that the interviewer can ask based on their own problems or create a virtual scenario. For example, what as a scrum master you will do if your product owner goes on an unplanned leave. Now, to answer this question, you have to just take a deep breath and give a logical answer, because there is nothing right or wrong here. What is important is what you think is the best you can answer here. For example, in this scenario, I would say that I always ensure as a scrum master that we have enough backlog item available for the upcoming sprints, so that when a product owner goes on an unplanned leave, the team still have an item for the next sprint so that they can cover it up. This, in short, are the 3 pointers I think will help you to guide you to your next interview. Number one, introduction. Describe it as a journey. Number two, experience based questions. And number three, scenario based question. I hope this video will help you for your next interview. That might be happening tomorrow, next week, or in future. All the best for your interview. And I see you next time. Thank you very much.